Hello and welcome back to ManVFilm. It's time for another announcement video. This time we have Radiance's rather interesting March announcements. Let's dive into this because there's quite a few titles to cover here. First up, we have A Story Written with Water. One of the leading lights of Japanese new wave, Kiju Yoshida, broke the studio filmmaking for A Story Written with Water, his first independent production, and the start of his signature style. Telling the story of a man torn between his fiancée and familial bond of his mother, Yoshida creates a dazzling narrative that uses flashbacks to tell its story of obsession and desire. With the luminous Mariko Okada as the mother and celebrated star of such masterpieces as Floating Clouds and Late Autumn, she would become Yoshida's muse across a series of the director's anti-melodramas. Yoshida's singular visual flair and revolutionary exploration of film codes place him as one of the finest Japanese filmmakers of the post-war period. So we've got high def digital transfer, uncompressed mono PCM audio. We have an archival interview with the director and a new interview with the star. Interviews with scholar Jennifer Coates, author of Making Icons, Repetition and the Female Image in Japanese Cinema. We have a trailer, newly translated English subtitles, reversible sleeve featuring new and original artwork, limited edition booklet, and it's a single pressing of 3,000 copies. And as it says here, unlike our limited edition, single pressings will not be reissued as a standard edition. This is the only pressing made and will be deleted once it has sold out. So I don't think I've really watched much Yoshida. But of course, I have that trust in Radiance, so I am curious. And that single pressing, that's the new FOMO. Yeah, anyway. Next up, we have Sui River. Let's see. Mardar is a small-time crook who delivers packages without asking questions until he is tasked with delivering Mimi, the daughter of a shady smuggler, looking exactly like his long-lost love, Mudan, who threw herself into the Suju River. Mardar becomes convinced she is his dead lover. Set within the murky wastelands of Shanghai, Yi Lu's award-winning retooling of Hitchcock's Vertigo is a visual treat that features the kinetic style of Wong Kar-wai's Chungking Express. A unique take on the neo-noir genre, Shuzu River is newly restored in 4K and made it available on Blu-ray in the UK for the first time. We have a 4K restoration of this with a 5.1 master audio, newly filmed interview with critics and programmer Tony Raines in Shanghai, a short film documentary portrait by Lu of his home city from 2001, original trailer, English subtitles, reversible sleeve featuring original and new artwork, limited edition booklet, limited to 3,000 copies. Do you know, it's amazing how you can get that perception of a cover and then mixed with a synopsis that slowly starts to unveil things. Neo-noir, I'm in, links to Chungking Express, yep, sold on that one. A kind of strange visual retelling of Vertigo as well. It just sounds that's ticking all my boxes and making this more interesting to me. Next up, we have Tony Arzenta. Alan Delon stars as efficient and ruthless mob assassin Tony Arzenta. With a young family, Tony wants to leave his life of crime to ensure his young son will not get caught up in the revenge killing that so often accompanies people in his position. But the bosses don't make it easy, and Tony finds himself on a bloody mission that takes him across Europe to eradicate his former employers. Delon delivers a haunted performance that is as stoic as the iconic assassin role he played for Jean-Pierre Merville in Le Samurai. Though firmly within the Italian crime film Poliziotteco framework, Tony Arzenta delivers a thrilling set pieces and an emotional core that carries a narrative trajectory until the final nail-biting frame. This underseen crime classic from master of the genre Ducato Tessari Features an incredible supporting cast of Poliziotteschi regulars, including Richard Conte, Umberto Orsini, Corrado Giappi, and many others, new restored for the UK for the first time. It's a new Blu-ray presentation. Um, You have uncompressed mono PCM Italian and English audio options, archival interview with Alain Delon from 1973 discussing his work as an actor and producer and his future career, a new interview with Eurocrime authority Mike Malloy on the film's place within the Poliziottesco canon. Mike Malloy appeared on a few discs that I have just utterly adored. It's always good to see him. He was on the Cosa Nostra set. His piece on there was excellent, so that's an exciting thing to look forward to. We have seen select commentary with critic Peter Jungstad on the incredible supporting cast of the film, trailer, newly translated English subtitles, reversible sleeve, featuring designs based on original posters, limited edition booklet, and a limited edition of 3,000 copies for the initial print run. Everything about that is entirely in my wheelhouse, so Tony Arzenta is something I will eagerly devour when I can get my hands on it. Now, on to the biggest surprise of this release announcement. If these three titles weren't enough, they've only gone and announced the Bounty Hunter trilogy as well, which sounds rather interesting. Before he made his name in Lone Wolf and Club, Tomisabu Wakayama starred in this triptych of violent samurai spectacles that draw on James Bond and spaghetti westerns for inspiration, yet feature the familiar style and blood-splattering action of the period. Wakayama stars as doctor and spy for hire Shuriko Ichibi, who in Shigeru Ozawa's killer mission is hired to prevent the sale of firearms to hostile shogun. In Eiichi, Kuro's follow-up to the Fort of Death, Ichibi is hired on a Seven Samurai-style mission to protect a village of farmers from a ruthless lord. And the final film sees Ozawa return for 8 men to kill, in which Ichibi is hired to recover a cache of stolen gold from the government's mine, featuring an array of weapons and gadgets that would make you proud, with Ichibi supported with a band of helpers, including fellow spies, ronin, and female ninjas. The Bounty Hunter films deliver action, thrills galore, and deserve to sit alongside the celebrated action epics that followed. Sounds great. We've got high-definition digital transfer of each film presented over 2 discs. This is the first time available on Blu-ray anywhere in the world. We have uncompressed mono PCM audio. We have a commentary on Killer's Mission by Tom Mez, interview with film historian and Shigeru Ozawa expert Akito Ito about the filmmaker, visual essay on Eiichi Kudo by Japanese cinema expert Robin Gatto, series poster and press image gallery, trailers, English subtitles, 6 postcards from artwork for the films, reversible sleeves featuring artwork based on original posters, limited edition booklet, and it's limited to 3,000 copies. This sounds really interesting. The fact that it's just the first time it's ever been out anywhere is great. Look at that set. We've got all 3 colours over the 2 discs and the booklet. I'm eager to devour that. It just sounds like such a fun set. And it's just a great package that they've got going on here. Now, I have said down the bottom of these products, we have the bundle package. So add all March releases to the cart and receive 10% off. You need to add all 4 of these releases and you're going to save some money, probably get them a little bit early as well. And yeah, I'm really interested in the Bounty Hunter. Tony Arzenta really ticks all my boxes and is probably vying for my interest with the Bounty Hunter trilogy from this announcement. Although I am curious about all the releases, I think it looks kind of fun. Also, at the moment, up here, you'll see we have a sale on Radiance titles at the moment. Lots of limited editions down to $11.99, standard editions down to $9.99, box sets at various prices. There are some standout releases here that I would thoroughly recommend. A Moment of Romance is a surprising film full of great characters, interesting action set pieces, and some great character work. O.C. and Stiggs is a real oddity of a movie by Robert Altman. It comes with a wonderful feature-length documentary, which is highly recommended. Cosa Nostra, the Damiani set, 3 films, $34.99, absolute steal at that price and thoroughly recommended. I don't want to go through every title that's here because there's so many I could recommend. Walking the Edge with Robert Forster is one that I really enjoy, but I do like Forster. Let's see, we have Big Time Gambling Boss, which is one of their first releases, which is a fantastic movie. You really need to check out. You've got The Man on the Roof, Bo Wilderberg's movie that's a really interesting take on a police procedural. Very different, very interesting. Miami Blues, which is a kind of unusual film. Like, it's got big stars, it has that kind of Hollywood shine to it, but it tells a tale that doesn't fit into that kind of aesthetic that everything else it has. And Neo Noir, The Hotspot, is just directed by Dennis Hopper. Wonderful. And we have Red Sun, which again was something I thoroughly enjoyed as well. So if you're looking to pick yourself up some early Christmas presents, jump on here. If I had to pick one pick up, it would be very hard, but I think I would go for the Cosa Nostra set. It's a great price. 3 films, 3 very interesting, very different films I thought were just wonderful. So yeah, if you're going to pick up anything, pick up that. So other than that, I want to know your thoughts on this month's announcements. Is there anything there that really inspires you? Something you're really excited? Have you seen any of these films? Please let us know what they're like in the comment box below, because I'm sure we're all needing just a little push to pick these ones up. And if you picked up anything in the sale, let me know what you got. I'm always curious about that kind of stuff. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff if you're interested. In the description box below are links to the Patreon membership program and manvfilm.com, all ways in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.